Welcome to another episode of the Ellie Show. This is the Den Day edition. I'm your host Ellie. Y'all show some love, man, to my peoples right here. Show some love for yourselves. This is the Den Day edition. It's a celebration of family, and we got family on the set right now with us. We got Science of Life, y'all. Y'all make some noise for Science of Life.
Peace, peace.
Yes, man.
Peace to the universe.
Talk to the people, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Yo.
How y'all doing, man?
Lovely, man.
Yes,
Den
man. Den Day.
Den Day.
Yo,
You know what?
Den Day.
Yeah, Den Day. We gotta start there.
Yeah,
What-
man.
Because I feel like that same vibe and essence that even inspired y'all to spark that
Yes, yo.
is the same vibe we met in.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes. And you know what? It's funny because shouts out to Disha. She's the one who gave us the idea, like, yo, why y'all don't have Den Day or something like that? And she was like, yo, because of what you just said.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we should be doing something like that to keep celebrating each other, yo.
Mm.
And that's
Right.
what this is about. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad y'all here, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real, yo. Son, you got projects, you working, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah,
You
man.
still smell like video work, B.
Word is
You
born,
know what I
man.
mean? What you working on?
Oh,
son?
man,
Tell
you
the
know,
people, you said so Messiah.
Yeah, we working on a preferable thing with my brothers right here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I came down here specifically this week to finish the album with Soul Messiah.
Yeah, shouts out to Soul Messiah.
Also working on some finish some things with Science of Life.
Yeah,
We got some things in the cut that we doing. It's a consistent base of work that we doing. Like it's nonstop, Lord, and this.
right.
But it has more authenticity when you with your brothers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's no duck goose. It's family. You know what I mean? Like
right.
straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yo, on this edition, we got like this thing where we just talking to everybody who kind of, if you remember stories when y'all first met the Lions Den. And what was that like, yo? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll say this: the first meeting of Science of Life and the Lions, then we came down for a show before we moved here. We came down for a show in '99. Shout out to Frank 151 Magazine.
Okay,
Damn.
Word. Yo, you
So
went
they did a
all the
show.
way back.
This was a classic show, man.
Yeah,
So
that's
they-
the little
Yeah,
joints for people
exactly.
don't know. The little
square
joints, yo.
joints.
Yeah, yo.
Those small
Those
books.
shits was unique, son.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Malbon brothers.
Yeah,
You
so
know
what they
I'm
had
saying?
like a show?
So they had a showcase at MJQ.
Oh
So
shit.
imagine Science coming to ATL first time. We get to the sound check. Doom is standing outside.
Yeah.
Word.
Oh,
R.I.P.
word, yeah.
Big Just knew Doom. He called Doom ahead of time and surprised us. So that's how it started.
Yeah.
Like, oh, snap. So we connected with him. But then sound check. But then when the show started, that night, Binkus,
Yeah.
Lions
Yeah,
Den,
shouts out to
Star,
Vegas. Yeah, Star.
shoot, others. I can't
Yeah.
even
Is
think.
this your first
Hemisphere,
time meeting everybody?
Everybody at that one show.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we met
You wouldn't even expect that to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we met everybody at that one show, and it was a trek. You remember we drove down. It was an ice storm
Yeah.
that weekend.
Son, I remember y'all had a van back in the day.
Yeah.
Green
Did y'all
van,
still have a van?
rammed up,
Yeah.
TV'd out,
Yes,
DVDs.
Yo,
What?
y'all was like, to me, that was like the first promotional van type with the TVs and all
Yeah,
that.
word
For me to see like, oh, they decking it out the van. Y'all was
Mm.
pushing in the van.
So
son.
check this. Shout out to Big Just, right?
Mhm.
We're in Jersey at the time, living in Perth Amboy. We just
Mm.
got a deal, and Science of Life decided to move together
Yeah,
in the townhouse. You know, we bought studio equipment, learning how to record ourselves,
Yeah.
etc. We're talking to Just, and he's like, "Yo, you think in the southeast, like Georgia, you know, Carolina, you think they know about Lyricist Lounge, Raucous, Stretch and
Right,
Bob?" Well,
right.
of course. He's like, "So why none of us ain't stationed down there?" And just kind of scowling out the southeast. So really, the green van, a 3,500 square foot loft in Noonan, gas card, basically,
Y'all just moved
all
out
of
there
that
like
was
that?
in exchange for
Word.
working for the label.
okay,
So we were working for the label, but kind of learning the ropes too.
right,
The
Yeah.
calls, the retail calls, the DJ calls,
right,
but also learning web design. He was on the beats heavy.
right,
Rest in peace, Willoughby was on the graphic
right.
design,
Rest in
etc.
peace, Willoughby.
Brother,
Word.
So we
respect
were out
the
in
bus,
Noonan.
bus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the real deal, L, we came out here with resources and wanting to share, wanting to build with brothers and
Yeah,
sisters, and
yeah.
that's what we did.
And it just happened like that,
That's
yo.
what we did. We started making records with folks and connecting,
Yeah,
and by the time we moved here the next year in 2000, that's when we really linked with Lions Den.
Okay.
And the beauty is, it's full circle. They were in this same complex
Yeah.
on the
On
other side.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
son.
saying? So we knew the whole crew.
Yeah. So it's crazy because that time when y'all came down, I was staying in C13 on the other side right here.
Wow.
And he was like, yo, I'll go over there, you know what I mean? We go Bill. And he was like, yo, Science of Life was just here, yo. I'm like, word, yo, I know them. That's fam from back home, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And then
right.
by the time I see y'all again, y'all already out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was LB, like the whole way that just worked. You know what I mean? I would
Yeah.
never when I moved down here, I didn't even expect to see this or
Yeah.
even think this energy was out here. I was just
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm just in my own zone, in my own, you know what I mean? Writing in my own zone, spit how I spit. But then when I saw Just out here, I was working on these roofs and I seen Just off the roof, like, yo, that's Just? Yo, Just Black. I'm just yelling out a name and he looked up and I'm like, oh shit. And that was in 98, fam. And right there from then on, it was like, yo, I'm here. I ain't seen them since like 94.
Okay.
We linked in 93, spitting and shit. I went out there to go check him that same year around that time, and then 94, I see him again, and then after that, we kind of lost contact.
Because the New York Den is LI based, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So when I was going to check them, they was in LI.
Got it.
You know what I mean? And
Got
they
it.
was just becoming Lions Den because they used to be the Rowdy Bunch back then.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so it was ill to see them again and just like, yo, they're connected with all of y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this just was like a crazy that whole shit was just a crazy connection to me. It was like to meet so many different ill spitters out here, yo, and beat makers, son. You, son. Son,
For
you
real.
too, but son.
Nah, we take,
son,
it's funny.
though.
I'm thinking about this is a jewel. Like, shoot, the Lion Loose and Dio probably forgot about it. It's streaming. There's a joint we all did in 2002 called
Yeah.
Live at the Lions.
Yo, yeah, son, I be
Yeah.
using that
Science
sometime
of
in
Life,
different
yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
Yes, son.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Where y'all recorded that at the
Recorded that. Nah, we recorded that in. We called it Prosperity Palace.
That's right.
Where's
Yeah.
that at?
Mellow.
That was
Mello's crib.
Mello's
That was
crib
in
in
Decatur.
Nah, that was in Conley.
Conyers?
Not Conyers. Conley.
Conley.
Conley's like
Okay.
a little small town near the airport. Off of
Okay.
285.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Conley, got you.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
son.
yeah, that was there. That's when
Yeah.
we recorded Sorcerers with Doom, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace,
The
Doom.
Project
Wow.
Overground album, a lot
Yeah.
of it was there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Like we did a lot of
So
work.
that's
there.
wow.
We did a lot of work down here, and I feel like part of being back here is being connected to creating Tucked Away again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just
Yeah,
kind
man.
of being more close to nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and just enjoying
Biorhythm
being,
C,
being
God.
in the sticks. Like,
Yeah.
being in the sticks. for
Yeah.
real, and enjoying that. But yeah, man, Invisible.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? It's I want
Yo,
you to
y'all
talk about.
murdered 529 that night too.
Yeah,
so.
I want you to talk about like what inspired you to
Yeah.
just start showing the beats
Yeah.
every day.
Was you always doing beats, or was you like rhyming first and then doing
Always.
beats? It was just, you was always
Yeah.
doing beats too.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
son.
I mean, I never wanted to share because I felt like I was like, nah, this is for science.
Right.
This
I
is
got
like
you.
I don't make beats for other people,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So Sai was just like, yo, bro, you gotta like stop doing that, bro. Share the beats, share the sound, share the
Yeah,
vibes. I'm like, all
yeah.
right, man, but I still wasn't doing it.
Right.
So I don't know. I just started getting this feeling like, yo, maybe I should start posting here and there, just showing people a little bit, not really intricate work, just
Right.
what I've done, posted, you know.
Right.
So I did 1, did 2, did 3,
Yeah.
did 60, did 100,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
200.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, this the vibes.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
give
the
me
vibe,
feedback.
yo, yup.
So yeah,
It's the vibe.
I just
yo.
I feel like I share the least of the beats that I make that day.
Yeah.
So if you hear something you like it's crazy, that's not even that crazy. That's
Yeah.
like the weakest shit that I'm posting.
So let me ask you this: what got you inspired to even start doing beats? Like, what was your first thing that you started making beats on?
The ASR 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember the
keyboard.
ASR back in the day too.
Yeah.
That was a beast
We
too.
had that and we had the rolling V drum brain, come with the pads. But we didn't get the pads, we just got the brain.
Okay.
Ran that into the back of the ASR, got our drum samples, you could tweak the snares, make them, you know what I'm saying? So Big Just put us on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Big Just. Wow, son.
No, it's funny. I was just telling Elo the story how basically we
that would be called MIDI then,
with Big Just
right?
for like a year and a half.
Nah, I didn't do it MIDI.
That ain't MIDI, my bad.
I just ran it.
It was just chords right in, like sampling the brain.
Yeah. As soon as I found my snare, I just hit record on the ASR.
Yeah.
Boop.
Oh, so y'all just figured that out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nah, Just had us window shopping in these stores for like over a year, to the point we used to hate it after a while.
Yeah.
When we pull up, we'd be like, yo, we ain't going in. Why? Yo, we've been in here 20 times and we ain't buying shit.
Right.
We don't got the bread to buy. But then when we got the deal, right, he was like, yo, so now y'all got the bread. He said, real talk, y'all could go to the biggest studios in New York.
Right.
Make it a party. Record the best album you ever did in your life.
Right.
Order food, invite friends.
Right.
For one album. Or you could spend a third of the money and go to the store and all that equipment y'all learned about, go buy it. Learn how to use it.
And that's what y'all did.
That's what we did.
So that's a wise move.
So it just allowed us to, from 99, just starting to learn. We learned on that. The reason I make beats is because we all learned together.
That's right.
But I also pulled away because he got so ill at it. Me and Willoughby was like, fuck it, we'll rob
I can focus on y'all other shit. Yeah. That's epic, man.
But that's when it started. 99. And just, I feel like even when we were in the loft in Noonan, part of his daily operation was be on the beats.
Yeah.
Get ill with the production.
That's
learn
wild.
these machines.
Every day, bro.
Yeah.
Elo, you don't do no beats?
Nah, Lord.
You're a beast. You're a beast on the, you know what I mean?
Only thing I do is double dutch when my brother sings. You know what I'm saying? That, Invisible, and so, but if we talking about our story, God, Sai and I have an album together.
Oh yeah.
Entitled Ebony Ronin, where he did all the production on it.
Oh really?
Straight, he did all the production, and I'm rhyming on there, right?
Oh shit.
It's in the catalog.
Okay.
And Invisible is like we working on something that's phenomenal. He just is like we talk, all of us talk, if not multiple times a week, whatever, but we in tune. When I was down here, we just did some more stuff. We got something coming. We'll tell them it's coming very soon. Like it's anyway, the fact is that brother is superb on it. I don't need to do those, you know what I mean? Like some things you just need to just stay where you at. You know what I mean? And not that I'm incapable of learning, but right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go out. Anything that I do lyrically on anybody else's stuff is because it's like, all right, but that's the necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, or that's the foundation. You know what I mean, God?
Yes, man. Man, that's beautiful, son. Yo, y'all got a unique sound, fam. Like for real. Like, who came up with the name Science of Life?
That's an interesting. So, like 91?
Or was y'all something else?
Nah, this is the
before
moment,
that.
He says we never shout him out.
Yeah.
So shout out Surek 7.
Peace to my physical 7, Surek 7, I love.
Yeah.
So KBM Soul.
We had a group called KBM Soul, Knowledge Being Manifested Through the Science of Life. It was me, my other physical 7, and the guy Razik. And we did our little shows. We was in like Lakewood area, South Jersey.
Yeah.
And we ran around, and then I dipped out, and I moved back with bro.
Yeah.
So separating from them, they wound up not rapping. Me and bro was like, yo, what we gonna do? I think we came up with a name, God Body Soldiers.
Soldiers, Science.
God Body Science. It flipped around, but it originated from the group I had with my other bro.
Okay.
And we just chopped off KBM Soul and just kept Soul.
Oh, kept Soul.
Yeah, because it was knowledge being manifested through Science of Life. Chopped the KBM.
I see.
Yeah.
That's ill.
Yeah. And then it was also too wanting something that was universal.
Right.
Wanting something that in some way relates to everybody.
Right.
But still has a cultural foundation.
Right.
Still, is intelligent. You know, it has integrity connected to it.
Absolutely.
But, you know, and I'll say it was rooted from listening to foundation groups like Brand Nubian, like Tribe, like PRT, you know,
X-Clan.
KMD, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, X-Clan, just those crews, everyone, but even Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? Like, I say a lot, and I'm sure he might agree. Run DMC, My Adidas shaped my ear as a little kid,
really,
because if Mr. Magic was, I could hear like, at 8 years old, oh shit, press record, and just knew, like, and I could hear these cuts as a little kid, like I knew, oh, he's about to play this, and I knew that, and it was just like it shaped my ear. Listening to Mr. Magic on the radio, but the My Adidas joint is the one.
Wow. That alert,
it's magic. Yeah,
our story, when they were signed to Life. You know how we met. Was at a classic. It's 360 right here because the God's right there, Magnetics right there. Awesome. We met shooting the fair one lyrically at US 1 Flea Market. We battled. Word. So my crew at the time was called Fallen Angels.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we morphed into Angels Incorporated, Angels INC. But we met throwing darts in the you know what I'm saying? Like we wild guns with kids from Remsen to Fulton to all Joyce County. It's a flock of us, and we going up there, and this is the sheepdog era, Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like we up there, and we meet the brothers, and these are our A-likes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we literally got up together the next day. Y'all came up, Word is Born. Like they came, and then we've never been separate since that time frame.
That's incredible. Son.
So it's like, you know, even the new song we did, the video we did last night, we touched on that briefly, like about like our story, you know what I'm saying? And for them, you know, seeing these brothers and seeing where we from and where they from, it's like, yo, we all one.
Yeah, son, I always thought it was always all of y'all signed for Life.
You know, they're my brothers.
Right.
So Inspector Willoughby, rest in peace, he passed away 2019.
Right.
That's the original
member.
Yeah. Wow.
Side.
He was on the first album, so it seemed like he was
right. Wow. That's son. That's incredible, son. That's incredible.
Nah, that's fun. You know what's funny? So because that's how he introduced it. Definitely.
Yeah. I did.
Because it's right now.
Still in that same mindset.
Right now,
y'all was always.
I am my brother. My brother's is me. You know what I'm saying?
That's epic,
that
son.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah. Because then your name started sticking out because I just started following a lot of shit. Elo Kush, Elo Kush. Elo. Oh, word, Elo?
Yeah.
And that was it for me. Like, yo, son, let me ask you this. I don't know if y'all remember in the tab, there was a group called Swords of Malachi.
That was me.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
That was me, my brother Kedar.
That shit had me sparked back then.
I forgot about that.
Me and my brother Kedar sparked. Like, Swords of Malachi, who these dudes, yo? They just coming in Swords of Malachi like that.
Wow.
They daring like that? I like that. I love that. Straight up.
Wow.
Because nobody else was coming like that.
Not like
that.
Nobody
else was saying it like that either. You know what I mean?
That was That was dope.
Yeah, Swords of Malachi. That was an inspiration for me in the tab. Just to know that there was other cats on that level. You know what I mean? Me and my brother Kevin.
Speaking of the tab,
we was Deep Space Nine out there.
Speaking of the tab, real talk. So first album, we had a lot of information on the album, the whole aesthetic tab, right?
Yeah.
Yo, we on the land, about to meet a brother, Jay Wee. Shout out to
Jay Wee. Oh my grace.
He was in Hathor Studios.
Oh wow, yeah.
So we was up there to check him out. We saw Doc walking on the land.
Yeah.
We kicking it with him, and his message to us was kind of interesting. It was like, yo, don't box yourself in. Just putting that. He said, yo, put it in the intentions of the music.
Right.
Put it in how you're making it. But he said, basically, you don't want to spend 10 years doing this to the point all your shows are just people who know this.
Yeah.
Versus you're reaching out to people with these intentions that actually resonate, and they don't even always know why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So make the message more universal.
Right.
So when you listen to the second album, it's just that.
Yeah.
It's digging into the jazz and the soul. And
this is why we was inspired by y'all too, because with Swords of Malachi, cats wasn't spooked out.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I gravitated to the non-spooked out cats.
That's right.
Who can spit it and still be relevant with what's going on today instead of just being all book smart. That's it.
That comes.
You know what else too? Cats would get spooked out because Doc would shake the tree.
Yeah.
He would say, "No more hip hop."
Yeah.
And all the people would stick out. He'd be like, "Those are the people who wasn't supposed to do it."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Science of Life is like, "Yo, we performing on the land next week." They like,
we was in Mount Vernon tab. Pop was calling at the hip hop tab because that's all we did was spit, son. Sparring.
Yeah.
Sakina, she got another building next door. And that's all we did in that building.
That name.
And Sakina was supporting it too. She was supporting it. So even around that time when Pop was like, "Yo, no more hip hop and all of this and dirt," we were still doing it.
No doubt.
But we had the intent of how we gonna do it like this and still put the information out.
That's right.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So
and the information, even then, right? The back of that information was the frequencies.
Yeah.
He was talking about the 440 kilohertz versus the 432.
Then,
you know what I'm saying?
Back then.
This is now a thing now.
Yeah. But back then he was
367.
I feel like that's something what we got back then is an era that I know we can only tell that story because cats don't get that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a specific period in time that we received some gems that we could just like tell them, but they can't experience what we experienced at that time. You know,
absolutely not.
That's unique that we could all share that, and you know what I mean. We all share that. You know what I mean. Exactly. I'm just glad to have y'all out here, man.
You said Swords of Malachi.
Yeah, Swords of Malachi. So I go back that far, son. Word.
I forgot about that.
When I heard that name, it was like that was always on the radar, yo.
That's dope.
For real, son.
And that's what it was. It was to rep that.
Yeah, I know.
Because that is like another branch of the root of the tree that we from. Yeah. You know, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're